Monday, I have got to get some type of roof on my hull. And I needed to get some 14-foot 2x4s so I could do what I did here, but I can't get hold of a truck, and I'm not going to pay the extra $35 delivery fee for 4 2x4s. So I took all the 2x4s, which happened to be the right amount, from my pantry, right? And I just put 2 7-footers together and shot a scab across the center to make me a 14-footer. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do when you got to get stuff done, right? The whole goal of this is just try to keep as much of the water out as possible. And I also have some metal over here. Let me show it to you. As you remember, my front porch that I had, when I tore it down, I've got 3 sheets of this corrugated metal up here on top of the longhouse that I've been storing. I'm going to use those for the roof. Y'all better settle down. Y'all going to end up jumping down in the hole and getting soaking wet. I'm not down with a bunch of muddy cats. See? I'm thankful that this is the only amount of water that we'll store in this hole. It all comes around. This is the deepest part that I dug, so I guess inadvertently I made a little water gathering point. So I can still get in here and walk around the edges. So these cats. I found this laying on the ground over here, and it's got to be a 14-footer, maybe even a 16-footer. So I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it here, and I think this piece will be long enough. I can shoot it over here. Maybe I can scrounge around and find another piece I can put in the center to tie all these seams together and make it a little bit more rigid. Like I said, it ain't gotta be perfect. It's just gotta work, you know. Here's what I'm looking at. I've got a little piece of wood here, piece of wood here. I don't have one on that other side yet because I've not found one, but I used some rocks, and you can see I brought that end up. Hopefully, if it rains, the water will come this way. But do I know? I really have no clue. What's probably going to happen, knowing my luck, all the water's going to come down here and leak in the hole right here, and then we'll go right back over here. But at least it will all be dry over there, you know. I can always treat that like I said, a little sump pump area and get the water out. I'll have it isolated there. That'd be good. So I'm going to get my screws. I'm going to screw the 2x4 to the 1x6. Try to give it a little more strength in the center. And yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. Boom. Okay, those are screwed down. It's really made a difference in the rigidity of those 2x4s right there on that where I join them together. Oh, look what I found here. I found a deck board that's in really good shape. You might ask, pray tell, where did you find such a beautiful free specimen? Well, you know, that old saying, don't ask, don't tell. Let's just say I'm going to end up owing my neighbor a deck board. Yeah. That metal is almost perfect, but almost too short. So yeah, check her out. Let's get down in here. I got an hour left. Well, hour and a half. This is what we're looking like. So I really wanted to go over all the way over top of the ground over here. Kind of like that. I don't want rain to be able to just directly come in. But I've got some rocks over here holding it up. But we shall fix it. You know, now to think about it, this has got to look really sketch from the sky. People flying over in airplanes and helicopters and like, what the hell's going on down here? They must think it probably does look like I'm doing something illegal. You know, crack house, big hole in the ground, improvised roof. Yep. Now I'm on top of the longhouse. For all of you all are kind of curious the condition of the roof. It's actually, this silver coating, I'm assuming, is the original coating, which is pretty good. This black stuff was, I guess, the original black over top of it. I don't have any leaks, so that's why I really don't want to drill any holes into it, you know. Kitty cat, you better not climb that ladder. She was on the roof earlier today, climbing up the 6x6s here. Goofy. You know, now that I think about it, with this corrugated roofing metal, it wouldn't be hard to lay it on top of the roof. It wouldn't lay right. It would have to go this way, so the ribs would be going the wrong direction, but it bends nicely. I guess if it came down to a pinch, I could just lay it down like that and screw it down to the floor joist right there and just seal the screws. Just a thought. Check it. The hole now has a improvised roof. How cool. It's kind of a squeeze to get in here. I'll have to put something on this edge to keep me from cutting my neck open in my back, my blah 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 in my crack. So yeah, cool. Got some natural light going on. It's definitely covered from the rain on this edge. I could actually scoot this over a little bit. Yeah, sure could. No, I can't. I got that damn rock over there. I have to put something on this edge to maybe cover it up a little bit better, but you know, either way, the water's going to get down to like about here. Let me turn on some light. So you can see wet topsoil, and it gets down to the sandy, rocky stuff, but about 1.5 feet, 2 feet down, there's no more water. All this is dry. The only thing that's wet is the water that came in here from the rain. As you can see over here too, you go about 1.5 feet down, it's moist, and then from here down it's dry. So yeah, once I get all that stuff out and give us time to dry out down here, I think I'd be good to go, yo. And I had just enough metal where it covered the opening here, so if the water does leak in, it'll leak here. Maybe it'd probably just run down here and go over here into my little pool. I should put fish in it. So I'm sure there'll be frogs growing in here for too long. So cool. Anyways, just a quick video, guys. I want to share with y'all before I go to work. Just show you a little bit more progress to the tornado shelter. Again, this isn't going to be permanent. This is just to keep the rain out. So I can get in here during the winter and frame walls up and dig and do all kinds of cool stuff. And yeah. So anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.